Let's take a couple minutes to learn how to complete a transaction as an influencer using Intellifluence. If you haven't already, head over to the marketplace to browse offers from brands and apply to any you're interested in. Also, make sure you have optimized your influencer profile so you can qualify for as many offers as possible. Lastly, ensure you are receiving notifications from Intellifluence, otherwise you won't be updated when a transaction status changes and it's your turn. You can view all of your active transactions by clicking Transactions within the left menu. You will see the campaign name the transaction is a part of, as well as the brand's name, the type of compensation you will receive upon completion, the latest status, the number of messages associated with the transaction, any transaction steps needing action if applicable, and finally, a link to the transaction message thread with notification of new message, if applicable. You can filter here to find transactions based on their status. There are two scenarios in which you would be involved in a transaction. The first scenario would be if you visited the marketplace, saw an offer you were interested in, applied, and were accepted via a pitch from the brand. In the second scenario, you would receive a direct pitch from a brand because the brand found you in the system and determined you would be a good fit for the campaign. It should go without saying, but don't start any work until you've accepted a pitch. Once you accept a pitch, the transaction is officially kicked off. You will see a potential transaction with an opportunity status, and you can click here to review the pitch. Review the details, and if it sounds good, you can accept it. You also have the ability to negotiate or decline if it's not for you. Make sure you only accept a pitch if you will complete all of the required work by the due date. Influencers that do not complete all the required work by the due date are subject to removal from Intellifluence per our terms of service. Upon accepting the pitch, the next step will depend on the required work of the campaign. Make sure you know what is required of you. For example, do you need to order a product using a coupon code? Do you need to write a blog post? Do you need to make a quick tweet? You can always review the required work by clicking on the message thread and then by clicking the pitch details link. You can even view a checklist to stay on track. We'll keep you posted on what transaction steps you are responsible for by prominently displaying it on the Needing Action column, or also in the message thread. We'll also email you when the transaction status changes as mentioned earlier. Just make sure you're completing all the required work in a timely manner and you're communicating effectively with the brand. Once it's time to post a link to the work you've completed, simply click Post Work and then paste the URL to your work in the Post Link field. If you're unable to provide a direct link to your work, you also have the option to share a screenshot URL from an image hosting service. Once the brand has reviewed your work, they can mark as completed or request revisions from you. Make sure you mark as posted once again upon completing any revisions. Once a transaction has been marked as complete, that's all you have to do. If the transaction includes cash compensation, you will be paid via Intellifluence payments after a trial period has passed and you meet the minimum payout requirement. Check out our video titled When Will I Be Paid as an Influencer to find out when you will be paid. If you ever need help from Intellifluence support, you can click the options icon to open a support ticket or flag a transaction if you've tried to resolve an issue with a brand and it's not getting anywhere. Please only flag a transaction if you've already tried to work things out to no avail. If you are running behind, you might have the opportunity to request an extension. Keep in mind, this is up to the discretion of the brand and only available within a specific time frame before the due date. That's all for now, so head over to the marketplace and check out some awesome offers to apply to. And as always, we look forward to helping you reach your influencer marketing goals.